Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848. Well, welcome to the Groove Yard. My name is Roscoe Lee Owens. I am your host in the Groove Yard, right down here in Leimert Park, right on People Street. And I want to talk about what we focus on expands. We must focus our energy on what we want. Whatever we place our attention on, we energize. We always have a choice to use our creative collective energy to focus on what we want. And this morning, I want to bring to you a great friend of mine, an awesome brother that is doing many things in music. And that's one aspect of what we're doing in the Jazz Zone, in the Leimert Park, and in the Groove Yard. So let me introduce you to my great friend, Mr. Richard Blackwell of Blackwell 360 Entertainment, all over the nation, because he is online. You can't miss him in Europe, you can't miss him in Japan, and you definitely can't miss him in the Groove Yard. Mr. Richard Blackwell, how you doing, sir?
My brother Roscoe Lee Owens, it's so good to see you, and thank you for having me on the Groove Yard. This is an honor, man.
Man, it's a blessing. It's an honor and a blessing. Let me start with, I'm going back 10 years because we were just talking about the fact that we had that super interview in Leimert Park with the wonderful, intelligent, talented genius, Mr. Chester Whitmore. Mm-hmm. And I want to start from there because you know what? Jazz on my mind.
That's because we're in the Jazz Zone. You know, Roscoe, actually, that was 12 years ago that I had started jazzonmymind.com, which is a great website dedicated to jazz, just like the Jazz Zone. And you and Chester helped me get that off the ground by being my guest. We had a great jazz series that we recorded out of Leimert Park, where we talked about Chester Whitmore and jazz music. We talked about your wonderful, talented dad, an outstanding drummer, Brother Roscoe. So you and Chester helped me get this whole thing started 12 years ago.
And now you're 360. Let's talk about that, because I was just on your website this morning. So give them your website and let's talk about how you built that and what you're doing and what state you're doing it in.
Well, Blackwell 360 Entertainment is basically just what it is. We cover all 360 degrees of aspect of entertainment. I do hosting, radio show. We produce radio shows, television programs. I'm a booking agent. I have artists that I manage, that I also book. So this all started in 2011 here in Wilmington, Delaware, and it's been going great, all, of course, through the grace of God.
You know, and through the grace of God, I noticed that not only did you move from here to Delaware, you were also helping your family, making that a very important move with you and your wife and your family.
Right.
Also, I saw some, what would I call them? Achievement awards to you for bringing 360 and what you're doing in the community. Kind of talk about what you've done in this community that you've developed.
Sure. Well, in Wilmington, Delaware is a lot different than Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, everything is booming, it's hot, there's a lot of activity because there's more people. Here in Wilmington, Delaware, and in just Delaware, period, even though it's the first state, it's a much smaller state. So when I came here in 2009 from Los Angeles, people just seemed to gravitate in terms of what I was doing and what I was about with Jazz on My Mind. From that, it evolved into helping jazz artists get bookings, helping jazz artists record, And then that evolved into doing R&B. So I started handling both jazz and R&B artists here in the tri-state area. I say Delaware, but also included is, of course, Philadelphia, and then you've got New Jersey, and then, of course, you've got Washington, D.C., because it's such a close proximity here.
Well, you're there with the Giants. Since you were there, I guess you invited Mr. Barack Obama to be the president, so he'd be down in your area. Then you just invited our sister from California, Miss Harris, to be the vice president this time. Man, you got influence, I'm trying to tell you.
Everybody, just come on. Come on. And, but Roscoe, you and our relationship is just so strong, the foundation of the love that we have for each other, because I even wanted you to be a correspondent on Jazz on My Mind. If you remember, we tried to facilitate that, where you would come on the show every week and give the reports from the West Coast.
And you know what? You see, the wonderful thing about everything is God is awesome, and timing is the answer.
That's right.
Right now, since I developed the Groove Yard, that's why I called you. I said, shoot, I need 360. I need this thing to go all the way around, and circulate. So this was a way that I could come together. Actually, it's through Kijana's geniusness in terms of setting this up. And you're absolutely right. Working with my son has been absolutely a miracle. We were talking earlier, and he asked me, more or less, oh, man, I'm sending you to Dubai, wherever you want to go on vacations, and you ought to be kicked back. What I really want in terms of my goal. I told him the only thing I really care about, I'm already cool. So the next thing is, if I'm working with you, that's what I want. Now, if you're talking about the ultimate. So in there, his skills have, in fact, since his skills have gone so wild, I want to stop and take a break. We're looking for always some sponsors to help us continue with the show. We're always looking for the opportunities to share what we do. And Success Express is it's that broadcast, it's the Success Express broadcast that puts this on. So I want Kijana to go ahead and drop some of that good information so we can understand, and our clients can understand, and our friends that are watching can see exactly what we're doing.
Hi, my name is Kijana Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
Hey, it's Kijana Owens here. You got it. With the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, your Moreno Valley Chapter Marketing Director. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever time it is that you may be looking at this video, I want to say thank you. welcome, and we appreciate you for engaging with us with the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce as we create and cultivate business from the desert to the sea. Absolutely. In this time of business building, we've transitioned to our virtual platform, doing amazing works. If you have a business out there, you have an idea, you are connected, you want to get connected, we are very interested in how we can help you. Let's have a consultation. Let's have a conversation about promoting your business. I'll show a quick video about what our president, Mr. Richard Wallace, stands for, what the chambers are all about, and we look forward to your partnership. We believe that powerful partnerships make an impact, and we look forward to making an impact right alongside you.
I want to welcome you to be a part of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. We have 12 chapters from the desert to the sea. There's a chamber near you someplace so you to be able to do business and fellowship and be able to find the contacts that you need. We help turn contacts into contracts. One of the things that we do, we give you access to capital. So if you're looking at participating in a business, come to one of our mixers at the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce.
That's amazing right there itself. Mr. Richard Wallace, our esteemed president, leader, visionary, absolutely honored to be connected to this gentleman right here, making a difference. As you heard him, from the desert to the sea, turning contacts into contracts. The Black Chamber of Commerce, Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, go to blackchamberofcommerce.org. Check us out right there. Look forward to seeing you soon. If you're in the Merino Valley, Hemet area, listen, Riverside, we're looking forward to making an impact. I'm right here, and we thank you for your time. You with the person that sent you this information. Let's make an impact together. As I said before, powerful partnerships make an impact.
That's a powerful impact. So as we shift our focus to effective action thinking, any doubt is replaced with the feeling of confidence and the expanded awareness that all is well all the time. Brother Richard Blackwell, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions right quick. I want to talk about 3 P's: purpose, process, and patience, especially since you took us all the way back to in the 19 something, I don't know, it was 2011, as it related to what we're talking about with Jazz on Our Mind. But your purpose, your process, and the patience that it took you to go from Jazz on My Mind to 360. Talk about that, please.
Well, first of all, I look at it as being a blessing. I figure wherever you are, you're there because that's where you're supposed to be in your life. That's where God has destined for you to be. It takes a lot of patience because we tend to want to do things on our own time. We have to understand that God brings this all together. It is a spiritual situation, and it works really well when people understand God has his hand in everything. When I moved to Delaware from Los Angeles, I knew no one. I came here literally on a wing and a prayer. And I wasn't even here 2 days before people started coming to me. And it was solely because of what I did in Los Angeles with the Jazz on My Mind. So Jazz on My Mind preceded me. When I arrived here, the talent just started saying, hey, can you do this? We want you to do this with us. So it was a blessing. But this is definitely a work of God. And that's the only way I can look at it, my brother. Yes.
Well, you know what? It's the work of God because he put it into you to have this passion, So in passion, you're going with your internal purpose, and actually the process is continuation. And the answer is being patient with that continuation. But then there's a cause. What caused you to find Jazz on My Mind in the first place?
Love for the music. When you think about jazz, Roscoe, and you are a jazz connoisseur, you know that jazz music went through a period whereby people thought jazz was dead, but jazz never died. It's just all the other music that started becoming mainstream on the radio, on television. So it's wonderful people like you and people like myself who strive to keep jazz alive. That's what you're doing with the Jazz Zone. That's what I do with Jazz on My Mind. So that's what got the whole situation started, was trying to keep the love of jazz music alive.
And you know, I have to say, and thank you for mentioning my dad earlier in that. But
Yeah.
Jimmy, my dad, West Coast drummer coming from East St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he played jazz like you, entrepreneur, you know, making sure that all things are happening, family man. But the purpose for me was, okay, I just got engaged with my family like you got engaged with your family, and then take you where it takes you. And consequently, my dad, as he came to illness, I came to being more and more involved.
Mm-hmm.
His last CD was Keeping It Alive.
Mm-hmm.
And then it transitioned to Miss Dawn Scott McDuff. Her last CD was what it's called, Do What I Know. I Only Ask.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's almost like I asked to keep it going. And no, the title is All That I Ask.
Okay.
So I said, go from Keeping It Alive to All That I Ask. And she told me I was going to run her organization. And then I'm down at Barbara Morrison, who is the matriarch of Leimert Park, the center, the Queen Bee, Queen Barbara. She gave me her album, and it's entitled, what is it entitled? It's like, Keep It Going. It's forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's so soft and it's so real. Like, I love you forever. So it's like, keep this awesome music energy going forward. And she has the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center, which is home to so many jazz musicians, and especially the Cultural Center and Jazz Center of Los Angeles, with the next door with the World Stage, you know, which is so awesome and very famous to those that are here and those that have found out about it throughout the world because of online access. Mm-hmm. And this is one thing that I think is like electricity. It's got a positive and a negative chord in order to get the balance. The negative chord was the pandemic that came in. The positive chord was what you could find out about that. Because when we come back to live, this will not pass. This too is the opportunity to showcase you and your family to come together without even leaving your house. You know, it's like, I haven't talked to my cousin in years, but now I get to talk to her more often live. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So,
and to even see you, I haven't seen you. You are in Baltimore, but this is the beginning.
Right.
Because now, you know, you're in the Groove Yard and we're going 360.
Right.
How can I help? How can I help promote 360 through the Groove Yard?
Well, you know,
you see.
Just doing what you're doing, Roscoe. You're doing an outstanding job right now. Just having me on board with you this afternoon, putting up the website, the phone number where people can contact me, or even just take a look at what we're doing. You're doing an outstanding job as we speak, Roscoe. So I thank God for you. And I have ever since we first met. We've been brothers for the last 12 years, man. And I just thank you, you know, so much for everything you've done for me.
And, you know, God is good, because honestly, it's like what you're talking about, Chester Whitmore and all these, Rom Lee Davis.
Right.
Rom Lee played, actually is one of the musicians that had actually played with my dad. He's a good friend for years and years and years. And what you find out is like, wait a minute. I talk to people, I said, wait, but I've seen him in 20 years and he becomes a smile. Everything is, it's like I had a young lady just come back, a friend of ours who moved to Ghana. At any rate, all things are good. She had moved to Ghana and was back because we're doing a magnificent job in terms of even promoting art. Keyjana, I don't know if you have any shots of Aldonia and the art. She was going to be on the podcast, but I did want to show some things with the Arroyo Art Network.
Mm-hmm.
You put that piece up. That's actually one of the pieces of art that I created in a series called Thought.
Mm.
Yeah. And this is part of that whole Thought series. You can see it here, the corrugated. What it is I emerged cardboard and soaked it and twisted it and turned it and painted it and photographed it. And it is the Thought series because there's so many dimensions. People talk about 3 dimensions, but if you go into one of those crevices, you get into a dark space, and if you can hang out in there, you might end up seeing something.
Now that's beautiful too. This is gorgeous.
Yeah. There's a piece that I call Eye on You, and it's a piece dedicated to my dad. Actually, the whole part of this series came out of a process that I was doing an exhibition on Route 66, which was an effective exhibition on my dad and his role from East St. Louis to California, running up and down Route 66 and the whole thoughts that go along with that. Again, dedicated to you and the music. This is actually a palm tree from a piece that fell off a palm tree.
Wow.
Because my work is about, they use the word recycle, but matter never changes. Our lives matter, we matter, everything on earth is matter, and it just changes from one aspect of matter to another. So I utilize that with the paints and that. My wife bought that for me made me pay for it too. But she wanted that here in the house. So that's one of my images.
I love that. That's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. It's my opportunity, because even in music, people say, well, you don't play an instrument, but I play Roscoe. And this is a part of a series that I have, is Off the Wall series that I have it in a lot of restaurants around the Southern California area, Roscoe's, and a place called Nacho Mama's Wings, and in a gallery that we have here in Montclair at the Montclair Mall called the Pomona Valley Art Association. And that part, and you can see, Richard, that all of this is relating back into the aspect of music, art, and essentially therapy. It's a therapeutic value that we have that you brought across through 360 and that. I know our time is getting short. Keyjana, I want you to hit something from the Groove Yard. Wow. Right where I'm at. I need to go by there and get some barbecue this afternoon. J&J Barbecue. At any rate, my brother.
Hey, man, that was an outstanding montage. And, you know, I came to Roscoe's in Long Beach just last year. The wife and I visited you there from here. And outstanding, great place, good spot, and the best host and MC in the world, Roscoe Lee Owens.
Right with you, my brother. Right
my
with
man,
you.
My man.
We have just a short period of time.
Yeah.
I want you to tell the audience your showtime, how to click in.
Right.
Doing was hot.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things going on. I got a radio program, first of all, on FM 91.3 WVUD. That's every Thursday night, and it's called Night Moods. And you can check it out by, no matter where you are, go to www.wvud.org. That's where you hear some sweet jazz blended in with some smooth R&B. That's every Thursday at 10 p.m. East Coast time. And then on Saturday nights, I do my R&B program, which is called the Saturday Night Live Old School House Party. That's where I rock you right in the crib. So you can just log on Facebook or go wherever you can to check out the program.
Well, that sounds like an invite to me.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah. So, you know, let's go stepping tonight, and that's an invite.
That's
so
right.
At any rate, first of all, Brother Richard Blackwell, you know, it's my pleasure. I am so thoroughly blessed to have you as a friend.
Yeah.
To have you as a comrade as it relates to our mission in this music, our passion about the arts, our understanding of our culture, and continuing to keep it alive. Yes. Again, I thank you. Please give my regards to your family. Tell them to thank them for allowing me to utilize your time. And we're going to get you all across here because you're 360.
Well, Roscoe, I want to thank you and Brother Kijana. It's a blessing what God has put together as father and son operation. You guys are outstanding. And I just pray that you continue to be blessed in everything that you do.
Ain't God good?
All the time.
All the time. So at any rate, thank you for tuning into our show. Kijana, we're going to drop one of those heavy duty commercials. And I think the one that I like is how they can get involved and have their own podcast. Can we do that before we get out?
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.